Hello, it's great to see you again on the Clever Tricks channel. Have you ever bought a bag of fresh garlic, only to find that after a short time, the garlic bulbs start to sprout, dry out, become soft, or develop mold, leaving you disappointed because you have to throw away the entire bag? Garlic is a small ingredient, but is almost indispensable in the kitchen. Just a few cloves of garlic can make fried dishes, stir-fries, braised dishes, or sauces much more fragrant and flavorful. Therefore, knowing how to store garlic properly will help you always have delicious garlic ready to use without unnecessary waste. In today's video, I will share with you 3 simple garlic storage tips, along with 2 delicious ways to pickle garlic, helping you store garlic more neatly and, most importantly, making it much more convenient to use in your everyday meals. The interesting thing is that these methods do not require complicated tools or techniques. With just a few familiar ingredients and a few simple steps, you can easily do them right at home. Let's get started and discover them right away. Method 1. Storing garlic with baking soda. One of the most important things when storing garlic is to keep the surrounding environment as dry and well ventilated as possible. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. Prepare a clean glass jar that is completely dry and has a lid. Next, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of baking soda to the bottom of the jar. Baking soda helps absorb excess moisture, keeping the inside of the jar drier and reducing the risk of garlic becoming damp or moldy. However, baking soda only helps control moisture. It is not a garlic preservative. Then, gently place whole garlic bulbs that are intact, dry, and free from any signs of damage into the jar. If you want, you can sprinkle another thin layer of baking soda over the top to help absorb moisture. There is no need to use too much. Just lightly covering the surface of the garlic is enough. Finally, close the lid tightly and place the jar in a dry, cool, well-ventilated place away from direct sunlight. Where are you from? It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. Check the garlic from time to time and immediately remove any bulbs that become soft, damp, sprouted, or show signs of mold. Prioritize garlic bulbs that are dry, firm, and intact for storage. The baking soda will help absorb excess moisture, keeping the environment inside the jar drier and reducing the risk of the garlic spoiling quickly. This can help the garlic maintain better quality during storage. Method 2. Storing garlic with bay leaves and peppercorns. If you want to try another method using familiar ingredients from the kitchen, this method is also very simple and easy to do. First, prepare a clean glass jar or container that is completely dry. Then, place a layer of garlic at the bottom of the jar. Followed by a layer of dried bay leaves on top. Continue alternating between a layer of garlic and a layer of bay leaves until the jar is full. Bay leaves contain natural essential oils that may help limit bacteria, mold, and repel certain types of insects. When stored together with garlic, bay leaves also create a light, pleasant aroma and may help extend the storage time. Next, add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of whole black peppercorns to the jar. Peppercorns are used as a supportive storage ingredient and can help create an environment that is less favorable for certain insects. Once the jar is full, close the lid tightly to limit moisture and air from entering from outside. Place the jar of garlic in a dry, cool place, away from direct sunlight and areas with high humidity, such as near the sink or stove. During storage, you should check the jar of garlic regularly. If you notice any bulbs becoming soft, damp, discolored, or showing signs of mold, remove them immediately to prevent them from affecting the remaining garlic. With just bay leaves and a little peppercorn available in your kitchen, you now have another simple way to help keep garlic dry and reduce spoilage. Method 3. Storing garlic with tea and baking soda. First, place all the garlic into a clean food storage bag. Next, prepare a paper towel and place an appropriate amount of baking soda in the middle of the towel. Then, add a small amount of dried tea leaves. Wrap the paper towel tightly into a small pouch and secure it with a rubber band so the powder does not spill out. With just a few simple steps, you now have a natural moisture-absorbing pouch. Place the moisture-absorbing pouch together with the garlic. Squeeze out as much air as possible from the bag. Then tie the opening tightly. The dried tea leaves help absorb moisture and contribute to slowing down the sprouting process, while the baking soda helps keep the environment inside dry and reduces the risk of the garlic developing mold. Since garlic is more likely to sprout when there is sufficient moisture, this storage method can significantly reduce sprouting. Finally, hang the bag of garlic in a dry, well-ventilated place away from direct sunlight. Each time you use it, simply open the bag, take out the amount of garlic you need, and seal it tightly again immediately. If stored properly, the garlic can remain dry, less wilted, and less likely to sprout for around 6 months. And finally, this is my favorite garlic peeling method. It's the method that I actually use most often. First, simply cut off the hard root end of each garlic clove. Then, take a container, put the garlic cloves inside, and shake it vigorously. The key is to make sure the garlic cloves hit the bottom and the lid of the container, as those are the hardest surfaces. This helps the skins come off automatically. Even if the skins do not fall off completely, they will become much looser and much easier to handle. After shaking, some of these garlic cloves have already been peeled completely. For the cloves that still have a little skin left, you only need to give them a gentle pull, and the skin will slide right off. There is no longer any issue with the skin sticking tightly to the garlic cloves. I really like this method because it is extremely convenient and preserves all of the nutrients since no heat is used. Once the garlic has been completely peeled and is ready to use, I will sprinkle a little salt over it and mix it thoroughly. The reason I rub the garlic with salt and let it sit for 30 minutes is to reduce some of its pungent flavor. In addition, this also helps the garlic absorb the vinegar better in the next step. We will let the garlic sit like this for about 30 minutes. After that, I will rinse it thoroughly to remove any excess salt. It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. The next step is very important. You must make sure the garlic is completely dry before moving on to the next stage. If there is any moisture left on the surface, the garlic may spoil. Now I am going to make 2 jars of pickled garlic. For the first jar, I will simply add the garlic first, and I will add the pickling liquid a little later. But for the second jar, I will do things a little differently. I like to add some fresh turmeric because turmeric is very good for your health and contains curcumin, a compound that is very helpful in supporting anti-inflammatory benefits. Next, let's prepare the pickling liquid. I need about 3 cups of water. I will use raw apple cider vinegar with the mother still intact for this recipe. I add about 3 cups of vinegar. To balance the sourness, I will add 1 cup of sugar. I add 2 teaspoons of salt. I stir well until the sugar and salt are completely dissolved. We will bring this mixture to a boil and then let it simmer gently for a few minutes. I will allow the pickling liquid to cool completely before pouring it into the jars to ensure that the garlic retains all of its beneficial properties. After 2 or 3 days, it is ready to eat. The garlic begins to lose its strong, pungent flavor and develops a pleasantly mild, sour taste. But if you wait 5 to 7 days, the flavor will be much better. Next, I would like to share with you how to ferment garlic with honey. This is a wonderful health-boosting method, and I always keep a jar of it at home. The most important thing is to use raw, unpasteurized honey. If the honey has been heat-treated, the beneficial microorganisms will no longer be present, and we need them to initiate the fermentation process. For the garlic, simply peel the cloves and place them in a jar. Once the honey completely covers all of the garlic, I seal the jar and leave it at room temperature for about 14 days. During the first week, I turn the jar upside down once a day to make sure all of the garlic cloves remain evenly coated with honey. I really like this method because it is extremely convenient and preserves the natural qualities of the garlic since no heat is used. When the honey becomes thinner and turns a darker color, you will know that it is ready to use. It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. So today, we have explored 3 simple ways to store garlic and 2 delicious ways to pickle garlic, helping you make better use of garlic and reduce food waste. I hope these methods will help you keep your garlic dry, make it more convenient to use, and always have garlic on hand to prepare your favorite dishes. If you find these tips helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Clever Tricks channel so you don't miss out on more useful tips. How do you usually store garlic? Share your method in the comments so everyone can learn from each other. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. I hope you have success with these methods and see you again in the next videos.